Hello YouTubers and to my Deviantart friends and watchers. This is Pokediged here, or you may just call me by my real name, Nina. And I do apologize for all of you Deviantart watchers and friends of mine there. This is a video for all of you guys. For those of you who have been watching watching me or following me about my chibi drawings, and these days you've been wondering why am I inactive, and sometimes I just upload my cosplay photos instead of my drawings. So I'm going to explain the whole reason here on this video right now, instead of like typing on my journal, because sometimes when I type it in, sometimes my vocabularies or whatever I type there doesn't make sense, or the sentences doesn't make sense. It goes like back and forth like the Chinese way. I just follow the Chinese sentences. Then when I type in English, it goes like awkward. So yes, I'm just being honest. Sometimes I type very like random like that. And of course, I can't always go to Tongchang Library to use the computer, because our computer, the new computer right now, oh yes, it's nice, it's Windows 7, but the problem is, sorry, but the problem is, there's a lot of advertisements popping out, so I'm going to explain to that a little bit later. So here are my two reasons why I'm inactive on Deviantart. So number one is my fourth new job. And my fourth new job has some good side and bad side. But the good side is, like, the bad side first. So the bad side is, when it comes to like working, like get stand up, being still, is very hard. And if you kind of sit down, that's even worse. And that's part of it, because I'm working as a food cart ambassador. So eventually that means like I have to help the passenger hold the trays if they're carrying with their luggages. They have a soup or some very like glass bowl or plate like that, for example, or even a glass of cup like that, for example, and they kind of hold it on still, or if they're wobbly like that, they're shaking so badly, or people who are old, or people who are with the kids, or people who are pregnant like that. You have to help them in need. You need to help them find a seat like that, escort them to the seat that they really need to sit there, and that's it. But when it comes to standing up for 7 hours over 8 hours, because the working time our only job in the whole airport literally only has to work 8 hours. That's the truth. Not 9 hours, but 8 hours only, which is a good thing. But standing up for 7 hours is really a risky task. And besides of standing up for so long, standing still without rolling your eyes, going sleepy, you feel so tired, you feel so bored. So normally my way to entertain myself is to like imagine I'm having music inside my mind, or I talk to myself quietly, which I know is a very awkward thing, but that's the only way to give me to make myself awake. Or sometimes I just walk around and see if there's anyone is holding a tray, two trays or three trays like that. Then I help them like that, then escort them or follow them where their seats are. And of course, it's really as hard because besides that, the standing up, you cannot talk to your colleague a lot, even like just a few minutes, because the AA, or I should say the authority airport staff people, they would literally secretly take a photo of you and send it to our boss, and they showed to our boss, and then the boss showed to us like, what were you doing, why are you talking to each other, why are you talking to the cleaners, why you're slacking off, why you're leaning like that. So we had to be we had to be very very careful about our job for 7 hours of our duty. Then for 1 hour is our meal break, which is a good thing, so it's like we can finally rest. But at the bright side, just to let you guys know, the bright side, yes, it's 8 hours. You don't have to think so much comparing being a GSO, the guest service officer, that I used to work for more than 1 year ago. But now I change, I move on. I changed to a new position, much more better environment, rather than being a GSO, because working as a GSO way back before, on I think the last time I worked there already was on June or last July this year. So many of them, a lot of those workers like or colleagues, they always look at me down, or let me down like that. I give them like always the negative whatsoever, which is not really my entire fault. Normally it's because they give me the all the fault, which is not really my fault, and I kind of find it a stupid reason. So So even nowadays, I hear some of the colleagues that I knew them, and they're shocked that I came back again, but in a different position. And they said to me it's a good thing I swapped, because these days there's a few GSOs working, escorting passengers, this and that. You may have tips, but when it comes to doing a bad service, you get a lot of complaints. You have to be involved with someone else. If they make a mistake, you're also involved. So it's a good thing I change. I move to another good, I should say, a better position, rather than continuing working there. Because to be honest with you all, our boss sucks. Literally, our boss sucks. Like the one working for the part of the GSO, not the entire one, but like a different boss, like the whoever is arranging. She always thinks that I am lying. So literally, there was one time my mother did told me that she told to the people inside the control room that I am a big fat liar. So from then on, if they're going to beg at me or force me to work as a GSO, I will reject their offer. Even they give me 1,000 Hong Kong dollars, they give me a lot of cash, they give me a lot of off. I don't care anymore. I'm really happy with this job. Even I'd stand up for so long, I don't care. As long as I'm happy, I don't have to think too much. I don't have to have so much complaints, this and that. That's it. I don't have to think about it. But then when I come back home, tired from job like this and so forth, you feel so lazy to do anything. Even playing with your own 3DS, you can't even play it. So sometimes when I try to play it, I did knock out. Then I wake up next morning. Oh no, I've been playing I've been letting this on for an entire hour. It happened to me when I was playing Pokemon X. I was just trying to hunt for shiny Pokemon, of course without recording on my phone. It was there for the whole 9 hours. Like, oh my gosh, it's a good thing I was charging it, because if it wasn't, it would die. Like that, literally go like shut down. So I don't want that to happen. So when I come back home, I feel like so lazy. I go knock off. I feel like I just want to eat and sleep, like that. You know those kind of feeling when you're working and you don't feel like doing anything. That kind of mood. So my second reason is the computer, and of course mainly my sister using computer. And this is my reasons. So when it comes to using computer, you have the idea to do your drawings, or you have a new idea for your next anime music video, or in short form AMV, or you did some videos on recording your stuff. Like me, I mainly put those anime stuffs, and then I do some editing, backgrounds or effects on the softwares like that, and I upload it on my YouTube account. It's kind of a risky, because for my sister and for her daughter, for my sister's side first, she does a lot of let's play a lot these days. So let's consider that she's like a part-timer for doing that, and she mainly she mostly stays at home. She doesn't work. And don't ask me why she's not working, please. I don't want to explain the details. And she does a lot of those. And then when it comes to making anime music videos, she did a lot. When it comes to making the Sophia the First, or Sophia the First the movie, that's really a lot of anime music videos. But on the bright side, when she makes those, there's a lot of effort, a lot of effects, a lot of details on how she put on them. It follows the lyrics, whatever language the music she chose, Tagalog or English, like that. It's really nice. So if you want to follow her or check out her videos, which her name is Natnarf, you may try to follow her or check out her videos first. And of course, you see a lot of let's play of her reaction. Like, not really the face, but just like the screen, because she doesn't like to record. She doesn't like anyone to see her face. So I hope you understand why you cannot know my sister's face, like that. You normally see my face, but not her face, like that. She really explained it on her video, which you can just check it out by yourself. And then for her daughter, which is another bad thing, because when I want to do the computer, like I just want to add some effect on the anime music video, I always hear her daughter screaming through the headset, and it's really annoying, because it will affect my mind. It will affect me from looking at the computer screen, and it's really freaking annoying. So that's why I really begged my mom for over 9 years that I really need a laptop so badly. So in case if my sister's using the computer and I really want to use the computer, but she is using it and I can't, but I have a backup, which is the laptop, which is a good thing. And then my mother go like, you can just use a tablet, right? And then I said to her, that's way different than when I'm doing the drawing, because there's the specific software that I'm using on a computer that only laptop or computer can do that, but never on the tablet. If that's possible, then I would get a tablet by now, but because they don't have it, I have to go for it as a laptop. And I've been begging for her for 9 years if I could buy it. Even with my own money, I still can't, because I know she has used most of my money or take all my money, my salary away, just to spend the house fees, buy the food supplies, buy groceries, pay the bills like electric bills, water bills, and then pay the internet fees, pay our transportations like that. That's really annoying, and it's really hard for us to live here in Lantau Island. So we really, really, really want to move house for move away from Lantau Island. Like maybe live around the Hong Kong side area or the Chunwon area. For those of you that lives here in Hong Kong, maybe you already know the reason why some people doesn't really want to live in Lantau Island that much. Rather they just want to live around in Yatong, just like around Tongchang, like that, if you know that area. And and at least it's a little bit closer to my job, which is at the airport, and I don't have to always follow the bus scheduled time, because if you follow this bus scheduled time, even though you arrive there on time, sometimes they go delay, or because too much people like that. You already know the full explanation, the full excuses why sometimes the bus comes late, because so many people, so many tourist people during weekends or public holidays like today. Almost couldn't get on because it was so many people. Once I was like coming back here before I did this recording, so good thing I was able to sit down. Then there's so many people setting up, because mainly there are tourist people going to the Tayo or going to the Nongping, which is to see the Buddha, the the statue. Sorry. So it's really a risky life for us like this. So that's also another personal reason that I cannot do my drawings at that time or these days. So of course, before I end this video, I just want to clarify to all of you Deviantart watchers and to my friends that recently that I received a note, I think few days or a few weeks ago, I can't recall. I saw it on my app on the phone here, because good thing they provided an app for the phone for the Deviantart. If you don't have time to use computer, they have one for your phone. So when I check it, and there's a notification, one DA user, I forgot the name, even I do know, I'm not going to mention it, asked me, do I accept or do I do requests like that. But my answer is a big fat no. Definitely a no. Even though, like, if for those of you who really did pay attention on my DA journals, like every time, or like maybe more than 5 or 10 years, I already informed all of you, or already put a note there, like before I start like my typing and about my stories, what's going on, good news or bad news, events, what's going on. I always put those circle like color dots, like red, blue, or green, like that. But the red one means no, like that, no. The green one means yes, and the blue one means maybe. So I already did mention a lot on. I already typed there a lot that all commissions, all requests, all art trades are closed, or I don't accept them anymore, because well, mainly it's because there's one or a few DI user that made me disappointed, made me upset. I forgot what year or when was that. Even I do remember the name, I'm not going to mention it anyway. One of them did mention that was like, there's no special, you just added this and that, and they pay you for nothing. Like, I wish I didn't commission you. So I really got hurt. Then another one say like, your chibi art style sucks. It doesn't look like chibi enough. Like, well, I'm sorry, I'm trying to improve. Like, you don't have to be offensive like about my drawing skills, because every artist has a unique way of drawing, their own style like that. So when I heard these two, like one of the few people says that to me, like through my own drawings, I literally just like, not report, but just like disable it. Like no one could literally see it, or even to you guys, you will not be able to see it. I just hide it or disable it. But I was really hurt because once you hear a word that's so depressing or very negative like that about your own artwork, but you put a lot of it, and they get in return you get nothing, or you go like, oh, you suck like that. It of course it hurts you a lot, and it hurts me already. So ever since then, even though my chibi artworks, you notice like my levels like from copy markers like basic until computer like that, but not very like going to the average, like going to the complicated ones, because I still suck at doing making the backgrounds like that. I really do suck at that, to be honest. So it really does hurt me. So I really had to close down every commission, every art trades, every requests. Even you are willing to pay me a higher amount, you're going to say, oh, I'm going to treat you this and that. Nope, I'm not going to accept it. And I'm not going to accept any special offers, because I already mentioned several times, and I don't want to repeat myself again. So I'm going to tell to all of you again, to all of you DA watchers and friends, that I no longer, and I do not accept, I do not do requests, I don't do commissions, and I don't do artworks, unless if I send to you by note. For those who knows me very well, like to my close friends like that maybe added me on Facebook, like you want to do friendly card trades if I have time, like if I'm in the mood or energy to draw, like after work, I still have some energy to do the computer, I'm willing to do that. But that is a rare, like maybe let's say 5% rare chances for art trade. But it was generally nope, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry to disappoint to that person, like if he or she is watching this video. If I already did mention it, I do apologize for this, but this is the main reason why I don't accept commissions, requests, or even art trades. Even you're willing to give me a lot of amount of money for whatever you are, like in whatever country you're living in, just to send me all the way here to Hong Kong, no thank you. But I do appreciate it anyway. I hope you understand. So this is about it, guys. So had to end this video. It's really over at 17 minutes. So thank you all for watching, and if you want to follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel, if you want to know more about my more of AMV videos, if you want to see more what I got, those anime stuff that I bought using my own money, feel free to subscribe to my channel right here on my video. And see you on the next video. And of course, happy holidays, and and of course, happy advance 2016 to every one of you. So see you on the next video.